of Kentucky just to our right. We welcome you into Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. On the visitor's sideline, Jaguars head coach Liam Cohen. His guys ready to get this one going. On the other side, Bengals head coach Zach Taylor. His guys, on the other hand, came out on top in their opener, so they'll try to make it to 2-0 to start the new year. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
Well, he started his season the way that everyone wants to start their season, with an absolute bang. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Let's see where he goes from here.
Set the bar high. Week 2, let's see what he can do. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
10 yards. And the Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Burrow looking to pass. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
At the 44-yard line.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The numbers there for Brown from a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Burrow will throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
That's another Bengals first down.
Now it's Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's Burrow.
Jaguars 32-yard line.
He's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's good for a Bengals first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. Brown is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week, and it's pay dirt for a 3rd time here.
And with good help, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And we've seen the flashes throughout his 4 years in the league, but he's coming off an injury-riddled season where he only played 10 games. Has to eliminate the costly turnovers at 52 in 4 seasons, and he's hoping the new coach Liam Cohen can unlock his untapped potential, and it has to happen right now.
First carry now for Justice Hill. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. You talk about this Bengals defense. This unit third best in the NFL in stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. But some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple.
At the 26-yard line.
ETN up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
A 45-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6.
Brings up 2nd down.
Throw left side, complete to Chase. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Up 2nd down at the 11-yard line.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Chase Brown. He scored on the ground and through the air, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So time to see Jacksonville get on offense for the second time here in this game. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Even that fan base is happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Throwing on second and long. Lawrence. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third.
Here's Lawrence. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. A good kick. 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. As they've got it as we resume action. Now Burrow. Man open left side is Brown. This now a 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now it's Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball. But the best ones have that overwhelming desire, that overwhelming need to get to the football and make it happen, and that he does.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Going quickly here to Thomas. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Now Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Brown goes in motion left. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
That is caught. And they'll get this down to the 10. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. And they'll run with ETN. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
One more time with ETN. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And they're going to get it. They bring him down to sack back at the 16-yard line. James Pierce coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. This a 33-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
So here are the Bengals set to take over. They played the Browns last week, got the victory in that game, and so far so good as they've got the lead here. Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. Now 2nd and 5.
To number 5, T. Higgins. A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. 3rd and 2. They're passing here. Joe Burrow able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
That's good for Bengals. First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 50.
A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Quick slant to Brown. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. An inside give, Brown. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. All around great play by Devin Lloyd, using his athleticism to get to the backfield and his strength to stop him for a loss. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. They'll set up a throw. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal. Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. McPherson on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it all concluded with a touchdown pass to the tight end, Mike Gesicki. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Etienne once more. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Lawrence on the sneak. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
Now Lawrence to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They set up the screen to Hill. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Burrow looking to pass. Got him in. It's Brown. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Burrow will throw. It escapes the sand.
And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down.
5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll look to throw now on first down.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Intended for Keenan Allen.
Now it's second and 10.
Devin Boyd on the coverage defensively.
Now it's Burrow. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing again, it's Burrow. This is Fant on the short completion. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown.
Now 2nd and 3.
Chase Brown. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
That one caught by Allen. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our
Our look at the
Sports
NFL starts now. In the Steel City, it's the Steelers at home to take on the Seahawks in a rematch of Super Bowl 40. And this is Jaylen Warren. He's going to bull his way in from a couple yards away. The Steelers, trying to bounce back from a Week 1 loss, they lead at the half. Meanwhile, let's check in on the Dolphins as they play host to the New England Patriots. And here it's Tua hooking up with his main man, Jalen Waddle. A brilliant catch and run for the touchdown. This one's gone to the half. We're all tied up at 7 apiece. Lastly, let's go over to MetLife Stadium. The Jets taking on the Buffalo Bills. And it's Khalil Shakir. He makes the big play to kick off the scoring. This one of his 2 touchdowns so far. This one's at halftime with the Bills with the lead at the half. We'll give you a look now at the remainder of the games in progress in the early window and what's still to come here in Week 2 of the National Football League regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second.
The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
On second down, ETN once more. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now Lawrence. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll try the left side with ETN. And he stopped immediately there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd down at the 37.
Here's Lawrence to throw. They'll drop that underneath to ETN. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Here's Lawrence. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Hill. 7th play in this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. He'll get that underneath ETN. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bengals offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. On the tackle. A 2-yard gain brings up. Now it's Burrow. This is Fant on the short completion. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, Burrow. Whipping one into Allen, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
2nd down at the 39-yard line.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here.
Infraction, defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Abdul Carter picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And that's his second sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. On 3rd down, it's P-Ryan. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay a 12-point game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Brings up 2nd down.
Lawrence now off the bootleg. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. James Pierce able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now, as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The home team's offense and running back Chase Brown set to take over once more. The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal. Now Burrow loses the football. And the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Now for the point after. And this is back to a 5-point game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
And a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 28-yard line.
Burrow going to keep it, running right. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. After that last play, we've got an injured man, and it's a big one. Joe Burrow shaken up. We hope this is nothing serious. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. In motion right is Thomas. Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. This is 2nd and 8. Straight ahead, Etienne. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Looking to throw, Lawrence. To the left side, finds his receiver, Noel. Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't run the ball away. They'll have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
They go play action with Burrow. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, first and 10.
At their own 27.
They'll look to ETN to start things out.
Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
More muscle up front for this second and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. And they'll go again with ETN. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
I'll pick up with 2 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
Lawrence. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First down, Jaguars.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Lawrence finds his man. It's Kohler.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 4.
Now Lawrence to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Jaguar first down.
This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Operating from the gun. Lawrence. Got a man. It's Brown. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a first down again.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Lawrence. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Trey Hendrickson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks. How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach, trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And able to get this out to the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here. Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. This is Fant on the short completion. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
And Burrow going to throw again. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Eric Armstead in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars down by 2, 2:23 to play. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try to rise up and overcome it.
This to the sideline and over everybody. Incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. James Pierce able to record his 5th sack of the season.
For a rookie first rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. James Pierce in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Well, when this drive began, the offense only needed a field goal, but the defense ramped up the pressure, and after back-to-back sacks, they're feeling confident they might keep them off the board.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. So now it may look bleak, but this one not over. They do have all 3 timeouts.
Even at this point on the field, where it looks like, you're really backed up, hold them to a field goal. That's the mantra right now. You hold them to a field goal, you still got a chance to take care of business on the other end. But you're right, the 3 timeouts are going to be key. How well they use them to preserve clock as well as stopping them, that's the key to giving them a chance to win.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. On the option left, it's Burrow. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. picked off by Jordan Lewis. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago. But that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense. Charles, still a one-possession game. Remember, it could have been two after they opted to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but their defense holds strong, and so this is a huge possession coming up here.
You're certainly right about that, partner. And a lot of people looked at them going for it on fourth down as a failure, but they didn't get it. But there's also their way of saying, hey, we have confidence in our defense because they went out and held them, got the ball right back for them. So nice stand for them. Momentum can swing back to their side if they have a good drive here.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Flush to his right. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Final minute. One timeout remaining. First and 10.
16 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
And at 50 seconds left, he'll spike it to stop the clock. The clock stopped. 50 seconds to play. Second and 10. Here's Lawrence. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Screenplay. Here's ETN. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
They'll come up first and 10 here. Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. They'll come up now on second down.
A 2-yard gain brings up second down. Back there,
and the spike comes here, and that stops the clock at 25 seconds. Throwing now, Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
That was the big shot for the end zone. You've still got a little bit of time here. You have to expect we'll see another. And remember.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Point after, right down the middle. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. They'll try again here. Second and 10. Burrow. Finding Allen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now they burn the timeout. And they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. A final shot now for Burrow. This for all the marbles. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it?